everyone, and welcome to Chris's Chaos. I am your host, Chris Cortez, and today I hope you are all doing really well on your Saturday. It is September 9th, and about 3:15, we're getting ready for that Michigan game. Going to have to check that out right after this recording. But today we are doing a review of Road to Destruction for September 8th at the Korakuen Hall in Tokyo. I'm going to do the recording I'm going to do a review for this show, and then I'm going to watch September 9th at some point tonight, do the review tomorrow, and hopefully that all works out. I want to go ahead and get right into it. Yeah, but it's been a busy week work-wise, and been doing a lot of stuff, activities outside, working out. Just came back from a trampoline park this weekend. This morning, I was up at 8:15, went to the trampoline park at 9. Got a nice workout in. So for those of you that have ever done a trampoline park, it's pretty cool. So yeah, but let's get right into this. This was a good show setting up for tomorrow, today rather. It took place in the middle of the night. Of course, we're here in the DMV. So Tokyo, this show is already, September 9th has already taken place. So I will be watching that. And this is a good setup for September 9th's card. So, and it's a good setup for September 24th. Okay. Because we know there's going to be some significant storylines, significant matches that we have to watch out for. One being Evil versus Sonata for the IWGP title. That is most important. Okay. The other one is the KOPW title. Okay. That is supposed to be on the around the waist of Taichi. However, Sho has stolen that title. And so they're setting up for their match. Probably the number one match of the night was the match for the television title match. It was Zack Sabre Jr. It was supposed to be against Bolton Oleg. Apparently he's got an infection on the arm, or the hand, so he could not make it. So Ryohei Oiwa took his place and did a great job. That was probably the match of the night, And then we have a couple other things to cover. Let's just go over each match. We got Yoshinobu, Kanemaru, and Douki versus Ryusuki, Taguchi, and Yo. Fun match. I liked it. It was a lot of fun. Ended with the just five guys winning. You got the second match, Shota Umino, Oskar Leube, Master Wato, Yuji Nagata versus Tomokai Honma, El Desperado, Ren Narita, Minoru Suzuki Gun, or what could be the new second coming of Suzuki Gun, is looking sharp. Okay, especially with Ren Narita, he's got a mean streak right now. He's got more of a chip on his shoulder than ever. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of him and seeing if Suzuki Gun's gonna come together. Third match, Bad Dude Tito, Haste, Mikey Nicholls versus Toru, Yano, Yoshi-Hashi, Hirooki, Goto. This is all set up for the IWGP tag titles between Haste, Nicholls versus Hashi and Goto. Should be a great match that will take place on the 24th. So a nice little match. I will say this though, that the pinfall went on Yano. So neither Yoshi-Hashi or Goto took the L. So while it was a nice build-up and TMDK won, still hasn't taken much away from Yoshi-Hashi and Hirooki Goto. So Bishamon is still strong in this. We got fourth match, Yuto Nakashima, Tomohiro Ishii, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kazuchika Okada versus Tiger match. Makabe, Satoshi Kojima, and Hiroshi Tenzan. Oh, this match ended. This was a brutal match. This was a very important, exciting match. Tenzan. He is lit up. He's got something. He's got a fire lit up his ass because he's pissed. Ishii, there was a little bit of disrespect coming from Ishii. Tenzan talking about he's getting a little old. His body's getting a little worn out. Ishii's like, oh, I take that as a sign of disrespect. You shouldn't be in the ring if you don't feel like you can compete at your best. You don't belong here. Tenzan got pissed, and it showed in this match. So I will leave it at that. This got crazy. So. Fifth match, Callum Newman, Hanare, Great Okan, Jeff Cobb. We're talking about the United Empire versus Hiromu Takahashi, Yota Tsuji, Shingo Takagi, Tetsuya Naito. And yeah, I loved it. I love it when you got two major factions coming together, and the Ungovernables, when they came out looking strong. I will say though, Newman, great. The man is fast. He can run the ropes like no other and do moves. He is a great addition to the United Empire. He is young, technically still a young lion. He's got a great career ahead of him. Let me just say that right now. So this was also a build-up between Naito and Cobb. Now the match that's going to take place between the two will be for the contract for Wrestle Kingdom. So there's that. You got Yota Tsuji showing off his prowess. We'll talk about him during the match. He's setting up for Will Ospreay, so that's going to happen. Shingo Takagi looked to be facing Great Khan in the very near future. They've got something going on. So, yeah. Takahashi, I mean, he's still got his feud with Leo Rush and Speedball, Mike Bailey. So, not to mention, yeah, Mike Bailey, Leo Rush. I mean, it's going to get crazy with the juniors, so we'll see what happens there. And then, sixth match, yeah. We talked about Zack Sabre and Oiwa. It was just a hard-hitting match. It just was another demonstration of Zack Sabre Jr.'s veteran style, like his veteran abilities, skills. The guy knows how to take somebody to school at any given moment, and that's kind of what happened here. We'll talk about that. Eighth match, Evil and Show versus Sonata and Tai Chi. Wow, didn't realize it was going to get this crazy, but yeah. Evil and Show are still on top with their belts. I say their belts as in Sonata and Tai Chi's belts. Evil and Show are just relentless at this point. I'm loving it. If people are hating it, I can't tell you. I'm sorry, but Evil's awesome. Show's awesome. Crazy dudes, total heels to the point where, yeah, it's kind of funny, but I don't care. I still love it. So yeah. My review of this, my overall opinions of the show, thoughts is that this was fun. It was a nice build up to the next card and a build up to the 24th. So we're going to get right into it. But before we do, please make sure to hit that like button. Okay. Hit that subscribe button. Subscribers are coming in and I'm appreciating it. So keep it up. And you can always visit me or, follow me on at Channel Cortez 33 for both Instagram and Twitter. So here we go. First match of the night, Yoshinobu, Kanemaru, and Douki versus Ryusuki, Taguchi, and Yo. All four of these guys, I can always, feel good about watching them anytime they show up. Taguchi and Douki start this off. Douki takes the arm and Yo counters. A bit of chain wrestling, both holding their own. Headlock by Douki. Yo with the spot shots to the midsection. Irish whip. Shoulder tackle by Douki. Arm drag and a drop kick by Yo. Kanemaru in for the attack, but Taguchi tagged in. He and his partner forced Kanemaru to run the ropes. This is a nice little spot. This match had some fun spots, and just keep forcing him to run the ropes until he's just blown up. Then a drop toe hold by Yo, and a wriggly worm by Taguchi, essentially the worm, and hits that. It's fun. Irish whip by Taguchi and Yo, who just repeatedly Yo's just running right into Douki in the corner, okay, several times, okay? And because he's been tagged in at this point. Didn't really see that tag. But anyways, the New Japan faithful are in control at this point, okay? Douki then Irish whips Yo, who goes head first into Taguchi's derriere, right into his butt. Then Douki uses this staff and essentially just puts pressure on Taguchi's anus. I don't know what I was watching, but Taguchi's selling it like it's crazy. Would not want to be in Taguchi's shoes. Okay. That was ridiculous. Yeah. Nice suplex by Douki and to Taguchi. Another whip to the corner, but elbow by Taguchi. Douki hits that nice enziguri. Douki, after escaping straight jacket, he hits the enziguri, tags in Kanemaru, who hits the snapmare and a drop kick. Textbook Kanemaru into a pinfall. To the corner, Yo counters with the kick and the hurricane. Running hip attacks. Kanemaru is Taguchi. Chris Charleston calls these the B triggers, right, for his butt triggers. Kanemaru then gets some momentum until Yo tagged in for a double B trigger with Taguchi. Yeah, that happened. Then Douki back in after taking Yo out of the equation. Okay, he pulls him out, sends him packing, sends Taguchi to the corner. Then splashes. Kanemaru misses the moonsault, lands on his feet though, and Taguchi hits a bumaye. Okay, not bumaye, but a bumaye with his butt to Kanemaru and the ankle lock. Springing toe hold in honor of Terry Funk. Love that. Roll up by Kanemaru, then he ties the leg up for the second pin attempt. This time, a 3 for the win. So Kanemaru, nice little tie up with a roll up with the tying of the legs. It looked cool. Another one for the Just 5 guys. Kind of could have said that that's the case. Then you got Shota Umino and Oskar Leube, Master Wato. This is the second match with Yuji Nagata. Tomokai, they take on Tomokai, Honma, El Desperado, Ren Narita, and or Suzuki. Okay. Umino comes out of the crown entrance to surprise the section that, wherever he pops up, that's great. But yeah, I mean, I loved Suzuki Gun in this match. This was definitely their match. Little shoving between the teams. Umino and Narita locking heads. These two, this is another one. They got to have a match at Wrestle Kingdom. I think that's what this is all building up to. Sooner or later, these two are going to main event a Wrestle Kingdom is what Charlton's kind of talking about, and it's not far from the truth. These guys hate each other. Okay, they're just building up more and more of a grudge between these two. I'm loving it. Suzuki and Nagata with forearm exchanges in the center, so they start the match. Big chops to the face, whip to the corner. Nagata kicks the head of Suzuki a few times to gain the upper hand. Wato and Desperado in the ring. Nice hip toss by Wato. Whips to the ropes, reversal by Wato, and a big boot to Desperado. Back suplex by Desperado to fire back. Desperado tags Honma, who chops Wato. Whips into the corner, reversal. Honma strikes Wato some more than the tackle, and the head drop missed. Wato, that textbook Honma head drop, almost always missed at some sooner or later. Pretty much. It's rarely when he actually gets it. Wato in control with kicks, tags Leube. Big kicks by the Young Lion. Big chop in the team in the team corner. Then Nagata tagged in. Kicks and strikes Honma. Tags Umino, who wrenches the arm. Suzuki runs in after Nagata. A few guys are fighting outside now. It's getting a little crazy. Umino's still going to work on Honma. Snapmare then attacks Narita. Goes right after Narita, who's on the apron. Sends him to the floor, to the barricades. Back to Honma. Tags Leube. Honma has got to make a tag at some point. He's been isolated the whole time, and he starts chopping, he starts chopping back. But then another tag to Nagata, who kicks back, then tags Wato, delivers more kicks. The fighting outside has stopped. Near fall on Honma. Desperado comes in to break the attempt. Wato gets up quick. He's just like, whoa. I like that because Wato is very aware of what's going on the other side. Goes right back to Honma. So Umino back in with forearm uppercuts, a couple counters, but Honma does land the vertical suplex to Umino to finally get the tag to Narita. Who's fired up. Okay, he's just really fired up, attacking members of the other team on the apron. Kicks Umino. Big running uppercut by Umino though. You get a fisherman suplex by Umino after running uppercut to Narita in the corner. Narita fights off the exploder. Then Umino fights off the exploder as well. They exchange forearm strikes. Umino goes to the midsection, then a knee trigger, or V trigger, whatever you want to call. But Narita applies a rear naked choke into a cobra twist variation. But Umino hits the exploder, tags Leube in, attacks Narita, who still goes after Umino. Okay, big slam by Leube, pin attempt. Then Leube applies a Boston Crab. Suzuki headbutts Leube to break that hold. Nagata comes in. Wato fighting Desperado. Whole hell breaks loose. Okay, Leube back to Narita, hits the power slam, close near fall. Lube's raging up. I mean, he's a big dude. He kind of reminds me of a Gunther in his size and like kind of ability. He's not quite like as big as Gunther was when he was younger, but just got that, old school kind of look and repertoire of attacks. I like it. He rages into a leg drop. Narita moves out of the way, eventually hits that T-bone suplex, and then gets into a headlock, then applies a variation of the Cobra Twist. Leube tries to fight off, but taps. So Narita taps out Leube. Umino and Narita start fighting each other as soon as this match is over, and they're eventually split up. Suzuki and company stand tall on this night, but there is always tomorrow. So yeah, fun match. Not much else to say. Like I said, Leube is definitely a lot of young guys showing off their skills. I'm loving it. So looking forward to see what happens with Umino and Narita, as well as really want to see, perhaps we might see something with Wato and Desperado, and Nagata and Suzuki. Those two were also beating the hell out of each other. I mean, that was a lot that was going on, was the brawling on the outside between Nagata and Suzuki. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something between them down the road. So yeah. And I'm looking at let's see what's going on with Suzuki. Yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same looking, same kind of a match. Yeah, maybe that's why I got the cards mixed up. Earlier while I was watching the show, the September 8th show, they're going to go at it again. It's going to be Nakashima this time, and El Desperado, Ren Narita, Minoru Suzuki versus Honma, Wato, Umino, and Nagata. So very interesting. Very interesting. Honma, it's a look. I mean, unless I got this wrong, Honma is going to be on the other side. So that's very interesting. Leube is not going to be anywhere in this match. So definitely curious as to what's going to happen with this group, particularly Umino, Wato, Nagata versus Suzuki. Obviously, Ren Narita. I want to see Suzuki gun reform. So third match. Okay, we've got Bad Dude Tito. Okay, love this guy. He is very, very skilled in the ring. Huge dude that can do all kinds of moves in the ring. Moves like a luchador. It's awesome. He's got the charisma. People love him. Him and Shane Haste, Mikey Nicholls, TMDK versus Toru, Yano, Yoshi-Hashi, Hirooki, Goto. So Haste and Hashi start this match out. Okay, and hard hits exchange. Shoulder tackle, no budges. But back elbows and a shoulder tackle by Nicholls, clothesline by Goto, hip toss to Hashi, who just lands right on Nicholls. Okay, Haste in the ring gets pounded on the back by Bishamon. This is textbook Bishamon, and then Yano tagged in, gets the crowd pumped. This is a good spot. Okay, I gotta highlight this. See if maybe perhaps I can get a clip of this, because this is a great moment. Yeah. He gets tagged in and pulls off the corner peg, textbook Yano, and ducks the clothesline, smacks the back of the head of Bad Dude Tito. Not the best idea, who's pissed. And Yano's like, yeah, no, screw this, tags in Goto to get the hell out of there. So Goto, for the shoulder tackle, gets impacted by Tito. Okay, so he tries it to shoulder tackle, and it looked like Tito just hit it. So Tito does hit a shoulder tackle, and Tito's just dominating. Okay, somersaulting over the ropes to do attacks. This guy's vicious. Deadlift German, it's avoided, but Nicholls outside takes out Goto. Haste and Tito in the ring, controlling the match. Pin attempt by Tito on Goto. Now Haste in the ring. Okay. TMDK is just isolating Goto this whole time. Tito with strikes in the corner to Goto, then the lariat and a pin attempt. Nicholls toying with Goto. Probably not the best idea. Chops back, throw to the corner, double clothesline though. Goto, though, will attack both Tito and Haste, and then a lariat to Nicholls, finally tags in Hashi, who goes to work on Nicholls. Chops in the neck breaker, then the shoulder tackle. Hashi hangs Nicholls, then the running drop kick to the back, and a pin attempt. Vintage Yoshi-Hashi. Okay. Chops by Hashi, looks for the headhunter, counter to a Falcon Arrow by Shane Haste, and a near fall. Big kicks by Haste, running knee caught. Haste with a strike, but gets caught with a drop kick. Tag to Yano. He does get Haste to run into the exposed turnbuckle. TMDK runs a train on Yano, basically. Just one after the other. Splash, splash, splash to the Yano in the corner. Hashi makes a save for the near fall. Forearm uppercuts by Haste. Super kick by Hashi into a roll up okay, by Yano. Okay, then Haste, though, with the aid of with Nicholls, double team Death Valley driver to Yano for the pin. That's basically what's happening. So Yano takes the L, but the message is sent to Bishamon. And they will be wrestling come September 24th. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these matches. I know it's not on the 9th, or today, so there we go. Fun little match. Love that bad dude Tito. So, 4th match, Yuto, Nakashima, Tomohiro Ishii, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kazuchika Okada, Tiger Mask versus Tiger Mask Makabe, Satoshi Kojima, and Hiroshi Tenzan. Now, keep in mind, the big story here was between Ishii and Tenzan. There's going to be a match for the Never Open Weight Trios titles, and that's essentially is going to be taking place today. But the big thing is Tenzan and Ishii. So Makabe with a great power slam to Ishii. It's just a lot of little chaotic moments, but that's something that really caught my eye, and things start to get into control. Okada in the ring with Makabe. Sorry. Big shoulder tackle to Okada after Makabe's being toyed around. Punches Okada. 10 in the corner. DDT by Okada. Nakashima tagged in. He gets the body slam on Makabe. Kojima in the ring illegally after Nakashima is attacks the opposing side. Pin attempt on Makabe and Tanahashi with a scoop slam, elbow drop, followed by the air guitars. Nice little moment for Tanahashi. Ishii tagged in, chops Makabe to the mat, then strikes Tenzan. Tiger Mash in and exchanges strikes with Ishii. They get into it while Okada just watches and gets back to Makabe. He misses the splash, but not the kick, but gets hit with a lariat. Makabe finally able to tag Kojima with the attack to Okada in the opposing corner. Machine gun chops to Okada, by Kojima. Nakashima and gets hit with the DDT. Okada back in gets hit with a cutter. Okada gaining momentum, hits the reverse neck breaker, then applies the money clip. Tenzan makes the save. Ishii comes into attack Tenzan. Tiger Mash attacks Ishii. Tenzan capitalizes until Okada grabs a hold of Tenzan and fights him off. But Ishii, with that hard lariat, he's on top of Tenzan, just like brawling on top of him. And Tanahashi and Okada have to try to pull him off because it's like now it's getting a little too vicious. And there's just then Tenzan back on Ishii. There's no stopping him. Ref has no choice but to call a no contest. The bell just keeps ringing as these two cannot be separated. You've got members of both sides trying to literally pull off whatever wrestler. At this point, the teams are kind of forget who's facing who. We just need to keep these two separated. So there's a serious grudge between these two. Going to be very interesting to see the Never Openweight Championship Trios match taking place, or has just taken place. So 5th match, I believe it's Callum or it's Newman. Callum Newman, Hanare, Great Khan, Jeff Cobb versus Hiromu Takahashi, Yota Tsuji, Shingo Takagi, Tetsuya Naito. At this point, Shane Haste is now on the commentary. Did a great job. He's pretty funny. He's got a lot of funny little moments. Didn't know much about Newman coming into this match. Naito comes out not holding a briefcase, but rather just a little piece of paper signifying the contract for his main event at Wrestle Kingdom. So Cobb and Naito are looking over at the piece of paper, going over, reading it. It's ridiculous. They're very calm with each other. Cobb, though, takes the paper, crumples it up, throws it away. And that's about that. Takagi and Khan start this off. Test of strength. Khan with the upper hand. Then Shingo strikes the gut into a headlock. He, shoulder tackles. Does not budge Khan. Strikes exchange. Takagi with the Dusty Rhodes punches. Khan, though, with Mongolian chops and a shoulder tackle. Khan's looking good in this match. I saw that. That's what I wanted to make a note of. He applies the claw to Shingo. Whip to the rope. Misses Shingo, who hits the hip toss and tags in Takahashi. So we got Takahashi in the ring. They double team Khan. Whip to the ropes to strike. Khan lifts up Takahashi and over the rope to the outside. Then chaos just totally ensues on the outside. And Khan takes Takahashi up the stairs. Cobb applying pressure to the head and face of Naito near the commentary table. And Khan stacks Shingo Takagi. Gets a hold of him at some point on top of Hiromu Takahashi on the F13 bleacher. All right. Was able to catch that number. Then does his Emperor Seat. Both back in at 10. Kan to Hiromu Takahashi. Mean Irish whip. Takahashi hits the turnbuckle Bret Hart style. Newman tagged in. Okay. Hits these punches like a baseball. I call them baseball pitcher punches. Okay. Where he just sets up to throw the pitch and just lobs in punches at Takahashi. Then to the ropes, reversal. Okay. But Newman, rather than getting hit, ducks Takahashi's attack, his lariat, just going fast, hits the ropes. I'm telling you, he's as fast as I've ever seen anyone run those ropes. So go back and take a look. Okay. Eventually hits this boot right to the face of Takahashi. It was incredible. Cobb tagged in, hits the one-arm vertical suplex, keeps Hiromu up for like 20 seconds, then lands Taka on the corner pad. Okay. Then tags in Hanare. Okay, so Takahashi's in dark waters. He forearm strikes Takahashi into the corner on the floor. Back up, chops Hanare, who does not do much. One strike sends Hiromu down, then a snapmare kick, senton drop, though, pin attempt. So, yeah. What I was trying to say is that, like, all this attack by Takahashi is not doing anything to Hanare. Okay, so he hits his vintage, his standard moves. And signature moves, if you will, combinations. Kicks to Taka, but then Taka catches the leg and gets a hold of an arm into a dragon corkscrew for a chance to tag in. Cobb grabs the legs of Takahashi, kind of swings him around. Eventually, though, Taka is able to escape that. Gets the tag to Naito, who's just on fire. I mean, this guy he's on another level, obviously, right now after winning G1. Running drop kick to the back of Cobb. Pin attempt. He applies the cravat. Cobb back up, lifts Naito, who avoids being slammed and strikes. But again, Cobb catches Naito, breaks away. Cobb hits this drop kick. And that's a good, that really makes me think about what Cobb needs to do to take out Naito. He has to surprise Naito with moves that you wouldn't expect a big man like Cobb to hit, but we know he can do it. He can do it all. Drop kicks, like a Huracan, for instance. He's got to surprise Naito if he's going to have any chance at beating him. But that's saying a lot because Naito is, it's pretty hard to outsmart him. So now springboard DDT by Naito is caught, an elbow to Cobb, atomic drop, and an enziguri by Naito. Okay, tags Yoda. Okay, the powerhouse. So Tsuji's in. Cobb fights off suplex, hits a cross body. Newman tagged in. Runs the ropes into a Huracan, springboard, clothesline, pin attempt, gets caught by Yoda into a body slam. Then Hanare's in with the save. Again, all hell breaks loose. All these guys are attacking each other. Tsuji with a Huracan to Cobb. Kind of sloppy, but looked okay enough. Just a little bit late on the delivery. On the execution. Newman back in with shots to Yoda, who goes low. Okay, midsection. No, low blow or anything like that, but he hits midsection area. Misses the sliding knee, but hits the enziguri. Okay, goes to the ropes. This is Newman, by the way. Goes to the ropes and just gets caught with a vicious Yoda Tsuji spear. Okay, after that, you knew it was kind of over. Pin, it's over. Cobb outside already. I mean, he's kind of done with this match. Doesn't really care. Because what he's really concerned about is Naito. He's outside talking to Naito like they're having a business meeting. They're not hate or just bad blood between these two. He's not pissed because he wants Naito to be nice and comfortable when he decides, hey, yeah, let's do this for my contract for Wrestle Kingdom. So that's a big deal. And he even was able to get that paper that was crumpled up. Got back to Cobb. Cobb unfolded it, brought it to Naito. He's like, okay, you hold on to this for now. I'll see you on the 24th. They will fight in Kobe. Winner gets contract. That's great stuff. So now we've got the top two matches of the night, kind of, the semi and final match of the night. We got sixth match, Ryohei Oiwa versus Zack Sabre Jr. for the IWGP Television Championship. So like I said, Bolton Oleg had an infected wrist, kind of a, little down on that, but Oiwa, he gets this opportunity and he's looking great. He's got new gear. He's had an excursion in Pro Wrestling Noah. And who's in his corner? Who comes out to him? Kaito Kiyomiya. Okay. as if you thought you had seen the last of him. He's clearly, going to make moves, especially at the end of this match. You see something, some sort of glimmer of Kaido's future. Out comes Saber. Just remember, he's got 12 defenses under his belt, so to speak, with that TV title. Saber, confident as always. Little shove by Oiwa as Saber shows off the belt. Bell rings, big kick by Saber, then strikes by Oiwa. Saber with a shoulder tackle does nothing. Oiwa's clearly the stronger of the two. Shoulder tackles then send Saber down, at least at this point. And outside, who's now clutching his head. He's sent to the barricades. Again to the barricades. Saber does whip Oiwa to the barricades, but Oiwa just fires back, sends Saber down. Okay. Back of the ring, forearms to Saber, who falls, then a kick. Irish whip, then a drop kick by Oiwa. Pin attempt. Goes for a gut wrench. Saber blocks and goes to the apron. Oiwa strikes to bring Saber back in the ring with a suplex. Oiwa blocks and counters with the armbar against the rope, and then the running kick to the chest on the apron. Saber's in control now. At this point, okay, once he got a hold of that arm, this was the turn of the match. Wraps the arm around the rail, then kicks the rail. Does it again and is back in at 14. Oiwa back in at 18 into a pin. Saber applies pressure with his knees to the midsection, does his leg screw to the arm, kicks. I mean, Saber is so methodical. This guy is surgical in that ring. Toying around with Oiwa, who fires back with chops, but gets caught again. And Saber just back to attacking that arm. So, I mean, he's about to put on an arm clinic, okay, to Oiwa. It's amazing. After receiving some punishment, Oiwa hits a nice takedown. Really cool. Calls back, Charlton says, to his amateur wrestling days. Looked great. Looked really great. Arms now both trapped, though. Always bleeding from his mouth, okay? He gets his foot to the road, barely. I thought that could have been it. Body slam and a chop by Oiwa. Saber with the kick to the arm and a German. Oiwa, however, catches the leg into a great corkscrew. This is a good moment for Oiwa. Into the figure four, center of the ring. Saber chops, try to get out, but he can't. 10 minutes have passed. Saber just kind of makes the ropes. Didn't look to be that hard. He's a tall dude, lanky dude. He's able to get his hands on the ropes. Back suplex by Oiwa, though. Near fall. Slams the knee, spinning toe hold, another one, okay, for Terry. Kicks by Saber, though. Almost another corkscrew, but this time, see, now Saber this is the best part, okay, because it's a culmination of everything Saber's been working on. So, Oiwa tries to go for that corkscrew. Saber has already, scouted that. Now he knows what to do when he does that, so gets back to the arm. Oiwa somehow manages to get out, goes for a figure four. Okay, you want to do that? I know how to deal with that too now. So he has an answer for that, does Saber. And then just applies the submission, the arms, just yanking, pulling back the arms, just stretching out Oiwa. It's time, and he just taps out. So this is Oiwa did great. Nothing to take away from him. He's just, compared to Saber, he's kind of a young buck. He's young. He's a rookie, and you're going up against a well-seasoned veteran in Saber at this point. He may be young for his he's young, but he's a well-seasoned veteran in Saber. Little brief stare off between Kaito Kiyomiya and Saber. Could they have a match? Is this what Kaito has been setting up for? A nice TV title reign in New Japan? That would be cool. I don't see Saber losing anything anytime soon, but that could be a program we get into. Kaito and Saber. 8th and final match of the night. Evil and Sho versus Sanada and Taichi. Dick Togo comes out with Evil and Sho wearing a shirt that's, I believe, literally signed by Evil, and it's 9th IWGP champion, something like that. He's got the belt on him. This shirt was clearly just recently made, not by New Japan, but by your boy, Evil, who comes out rocking the IWGP title. Sho's rocking out that KOPW title. It's hilarious. So, Sanada and Taichi, they come out looking pissed. Sanada's got a shirt on that says, I am the 8th, the 7th IWGP champion. Okay. He's pissed. He doesn't have his title on it. Evil and Sonata start this off, but before locking up, Evil tags in Sho. So Sonata tags in Taichi. Sho walks out past the barricade. Ref starts counting. Taichi comes out, whips Sho hard into the barricade. Then again, Taichi chants, snapmare and a kick to Sho in the ring. At the corner, Taichi applies pressure. Sonata now in with a double arm, bringing Sho down, just kind of like to the ropes, and then that double arm kind of takedown or lariat, if you will. It's kind of hard to think of what you call that. Taichi to the corner, though. Evil attacking Taichi outside. Okay, so Sho works the arm of Sonata. Sorry, I got a little thrown off there. Whips to the exposed corner. This is like kind of hard to say now because as soon as Sho whips Sonata to the corner, Evil immediately lifts up the corner pad and gets so Sonata lands right on the exposed corner. It's beautiful. It's brilliant. It's Evil. So then they're out on the outside. Okay, and like I said, Evil's attacking Taichi. Like at some point, he throws him up against the wall at the top, the east side sign. Sonata chops Sho as he's getting more pissed off, but then Sho uses the middle guardrail, wraps the arm of Sonata. So Sho's holding his own against the IWGP champion. I'm not talking about Evil. Both of the Just 5 guys members are just, down as Evil and Sho are in the ring. Eventually, Sonata makes it back in. Went back to the first exposed corner again. Evil sends Sonata outside to a sneaky dick back in the ring. Evil tries to pin, but Red Shoes is admiring some new shirt that he just received. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. Evil's pissed. No matter. He whips again Sonata into the buckle. Taichi though is pissed. He comes back in with a chair. And the ref has to keep him calm. So meanwhile, behind the ref, you got Sho and Evil double teaming Sonata. Put attempt by Sho. Big chops by Sonata. Sho rakes the eyes, sending Sonata into a corner. Whip to the corner by Sonata, dodges. Whip to the corner by Sho, but Sonata dodges, hits that back suplex. So still some light left for the Just 5 guys. Sonata with the tag to Taichi, kicks Sho, whips into the corner, big kick, hook kick, Evil, and then Taichi with an insecurity takes off the pants at that point. He's so hyped up after taking out both members of the House of Torture. So the pants are off. Taichi goes for the pile driver. Sho gets the arms and the wrists, just working the wrists. It's cool how he has these hands tied to his jacket. I can't talk about that right now, but I forgot to mention Sho and Evil are looking great as they enter the ring with their outfits. Specifically Sho, because you don't get to see Sho with his outfit every day. So yeah, there's he gets the arms, he's working the wrists, spear, then the spear after a little trouble, like hitting it. Evil in both are going for a double clothesline. Taichi with the clothesline to both. Sonata tagged in. Drop kick to the knee of Evil. Smart. Goes outside. Then they go, Evil goes outside. Sonata with the plancha to Evil. And the Sonata chants are coming from the crowd. Back in the ring, near fall. Sonata lifts Evil, who escapes, and thumb to the eye. And a kick to the midsection. Showing Evil running strikes to Sonata in the corner. Fisherman Buster and near fall by Evil. Evil lifts Sonata, who breaks away. Pushes Evil into Taichi's kick. That looked good. Both deliver kicks to Evil, one after the other. Neckbreaker by Sonata. Evil in. He's now locked in the skull end. Evil, though. This is great. So, Dick Togo is attacking, is trying to get involved. You got Taka Michinoku comes in to try to help out, fighting Dick Togo on the outside. Togo suplexes Taka Michinoku. His legs somehow land on Sonata's back since Sonata's close to the ropes. So he gets, impacted by what's going on the outside. So Evil then, of course, capitalizes, hits Darkness Falls for a very close near fall. Nice segment, that little moment there. Then you have Evil trying to go for everything is Evil. Okay. But Sonata's able to counter. Does hit apply skull end. and Taichi with the Dragon Sleeper, hooking the arm of Sho to try to keep Sho from getting involved. So he's trapped. Evil gets his foot on the rope for the break. 15 minutes have passed now. Sonata runs into Red Shoes after trying to run into Evil, trying to attack Evil. He hits Red Shoes. So now Dick, with the chair, just throws it right into the face of Sonata. Okay, brings him down. Evil, with the title, tries to strike someone. Taichi, he strikes the midsection, but then is distracted by Sho. And Evil hits the low blow. And Sho has the wrench, hits Taichi with the wrench. Okay, the signature weapon, choice weapon for Sho. Then Evil strikes Sonata with the belt. And then, just as the ref is coming to, hits everything as Evil and a nice, clean pinfall victory. Okay. It's just brutal. I mean, this is all leading up to their match. They are going to have their match, I believe, I don't think it's the 24th. It's going to come a little bit later, but definitely looking forward to that. Their inevitable collision with one another. But this is just more of the same, that Evil is the guy right now. He is the top heel for the moment. With the mic. Okay. Well, before that, you got Douki, because right after the bell rings, they're still attacking Sonata and Taichi. You got Dick Togo in there. You got Sho. You got Evil. So Douki tries to get in there for the save. He gets attacked for his efforts. Taka's already kind of hurting. Okay. So who comes in? The last of the five guys, Kanemaru. Okay. With a whiskey bottle in his hand. Okay. And he's just looking like, you don't want to mess with me. So Evil, Togo, and Sho recede. They, go back to their corner until Sonata and the rest of the Just Five guys are able to, lick their wounds and get the hell out of that ring. And that finally, Chris Charlton mentioned, that's what the five guys need to do. They need to unite. And that's the truth. If Sonata has any chance in hell at beating that Evil, he's got to have something for the House of Torture. And it's so obvious. I mean, come on, Just Five guys are already built up. Evil and the House of Torture are getting no love from David Finlay and the rest of the Bullet Club. So this is all you need to do. I mean, you got to put that pride aside, Sonata, and just remember you have support in the Just Five guys. So, nevertheless, Evil's with the mic, gets the chair, sits down. He goes, he tells everyone to shut up. He's like, everyone just shut up, okay? Charlton seems a little offended. Says no one thinks of, he's talking now to Sonata and perhaps even Taichi. Nobody thinks of you as the champion. I have the title. The belt belongs to me. Meanwhile, you got Shane Haste confirming everything that Evil is saying. As far as he's concerned, he's the champion. Weaklings like you, okay, he said weaklings, plural, to Taichi as well, don't deserve to be champions. That's about it. I'm basically, you got to recognize me as the champion. So, and then in the backstage, they really don't say much. Sho kind of shows off that KPW title. Taichi and Sho will collide come September 24th. So, yeah, fun little show. Good card. Saber and Oiwa had a great match. We're going to see what happens. This is a great kind of pickup from after G1. Really hadn't been watching much. I'm not keeping up with the stuff that they're showing on demand. I can't. And one, because I've seen some of it already. Two, I might watch some matches on YouTube and whatnot, but I just need to focus on what's really, most important. Okay. And this was a good way to get back into it after G1. So tomorrow, I'm going to watch the show, give myself a little break, watch a little bit, catch up with the Michigan game, and then get, maybe watch some of the, then watch, September 9th card. I'll do a review for tomorrow, get my bearings in, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, your Saturday. I'll see you Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow, and you all enjoy the rest of your day. All right. One more thing. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. All right. Channel Cortez 33. And you can always follow up on Instagram and Twitter at Channel Cortez 33. So please make sure to do that. Y'all take care. Talk to you soon. Bye.